All right, the Creative Act Part 12. So he starts to talk about success and what the definition of success is as an artist. And he has this line that says, to move forward is an aspect of success. This happens when we finish a work, share it, and begin a new project. The stars must align for commercial success. All we can control is doing our best work, sharing it, starting the next, and not looking back. So I definitely love that because he's basically saying that the quote unquote like commercial success as an artist sometimes has to align because of a connection, someone you know, or maybe you have an agent or like a distribution. So there's a lot of things that can like set you up for the quote unquote like commercial success. But what makes like actual success as an artist is thinking of an idea, making it as best as you can and completing it. That's like what success should be and should look like as an artist, because everything else you can't really control. You can only just make like the best art possible, and whatever happens with it happens with it. And sometimes you might make great work and it doesn't get exposure because you just don't have the setup that you kind of need, but that's not in your control. And then he dives into evolving as an artist. He says, whenever an instinct toward movement and evolution arises, it's wise to listen to it. The alternative, being trapped by fear of losing ground, is a dead end. You may lose your enjoyment and belief in the work because it's no longer true to you. As a result, the work may ring hollow and fail to engage the audience anyway. So he's an artist in music. So an example is if you are a rapper and you have a great album, everyone loves it, it was a commercial success. And then the second or third album, you just want to switch it up and maybe you go into country or R&B or maybe some EDM. Some people are not going to like that at first because your original sound is nothing like that. And so you might have like some doubts where, oh, like they're not really going to accept it. Maybe they're not going to respect me anymore. I'm going to lose my fans. And you start to like think all these thoughts. But in the end, you should stay true to yourself and just what makes you happy, because that's what is going to make the art like authentic and raw in basically the way that people liked it originally. And if they don't, that's okay too. But you really got to just at the end of the day, like what you made and also enjoy the process. This is a really good line, and I feel like it connects to everything. There's always a next scene, and the next scene may be one of the great beauty and fulfillment. The hard times were the required setup to allow these new possibilities to come into being. I feel like that goes into like everything happens for a reason. So he talks about like if you lose your job, or maybe your girlfriend breaks up with you, or you get cheated on, or maybe you don't get like the contract for your art the way you thought you would. Everything happens for a reason, because that just wasn't meant to be for you. It's basically a sign of saying that something great is going to actually come on top of that. And so it's funny because when I think of things that I've gone through that were probably, in my mind at the moment, the hardest moments I've ever gone through, but when I look back at it, I'm like, thank God that happened, because I wouldn't be where I am today if that didn't happen. And so I definitely understand how, unfortunately, these negative things kind of have to avalanche into your life for the positive things to come in. I really like this line too. He says, the ecstatic is our compass pointing to our true north. It arises genuinely in the process of creation. You're working and struggling, and then suddenly you notice a shift, a revelation. A small tweak is made, a new angle is revealed, and it takes your breath away. I feel like as an artist, we can all relate to when we just randomly get that sense of inspiration where something just kind of clicks like a light bulb, and we just get in that momentum and just ride it. And it's crazy. I feel like you never know when it's coming, but when it does come, it's such a fulfilling feeling. It's just, like you said, it's like an ecstatic feeling where you just lock in and you just have like such a joy. And sometimes you might even laugh about how shocked like the inspiration you're getting is.